Hello degenerates and welcome to another TRICKCAL Japan video where we will just rant today specifically about the A Club resources and which characters are the best to actually be using to progress here. Now, why is important to progress on your Fab Lab? Well, this will be increasing the amount of resources you get on your relic. This will be increasing the amount of stats you get for your whole account as well. Since this will be increasing, as you can see, favorite apostles by 1, elemental physical attacks, elves physical attack, sprites, and then if you keep scrolling, it's a lot of flat stats. Now, it may not seem like a lot when we say 82, but when you consider there is 9 stages at the moment, and you can get all of these in each single stage, and it always increases on the next one, right? It is a lot of stats you will be getting. Now, the problem with the Fab Lab is that it's really a slow process. Do not be feeling bad if you are like, oh, I'm only on stage 3 or 4. It's completely normal. It's slow. It takes time. And most people who are already stage 8 or 9 are spenders, okay? It's completely fine. If you are looking to spend money to increase or to make this a little bit faster, what I would recommend, okay, is buying the actual Order HQ level packages here. All 3 packages here are really good to help you progress further because they have the resources necessary for that. That's it. Before we keep going and we jump about this, hello degenerates, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict. Today's topic, obviously, A Club resources and what apostles are the best ones per resource that you need to progress on the A Club. As usual, leave a like, subscribe, and to the channel. And if you don't want to watch the whole video for whatever reason, it's completely fine. Go to the website, scroll down, Adventure Club, and in here, basically, you have everything we'll be talking about today when it comes to the best apostles in this section, all right? So that said, let's jump directly into what resources you need to be progressing on the lab. There are 3 main resources when we talk about purple ones that you need to be crafting consistently until stage 9. And these resources also need different blue ones and different green ones. So the purple resources you will need are these emotion cores, which will require squishy metals. You need plastics for this, and which will require mushing chips. All right. The second one is going to be the golden spoons, which require the wires. You need normal spoons for this. For some reason, a spoon transforms into a wire. And then you will also need battery packs, a lot of them. And then the last resource you need to be crafting is going to be the no overtime eye mask, which requires normal masks and then also a lot of electronic semiconductors. So as you can see, you will also need to be crafting battery packs, semiconductors, a lot of mushing chips, and then when it comes to the green ones, mostly it's going to be here with the spoons, here with the metal shavings, and the last one at the bottom, which is going to be here with the plastics, and also this with the gold shards. So there's a lot of resources you need to be every day acquiring from the A Club. What I would recommend personally is having balanced sense every single day. So if you have to be farming 5-6 resources, find characters that you can get a little bit of each resource every day. Do not focus on just one resource or just 2 resources. So let's talk a little bit based on those resources we just talked about, what characters are the best to send. When we talk about plastics right now, it's a little bit limited because there is not a lot of characters, but plastics per se, I'm gonna be 100% honest, Bibi is the worst character for plastics. As much as I love Bibi, you all know I am a simp for her. She is the worst character to be sending for plastics. Luckily enough, everyone will have Sari, which is a lower rated character you can send for plastics, and she's actually pretty good. She's been a savior for me when it comes to plastics. The best plastic farmer, however, is not going to be Bibi nor Sari, it's Spiky. So if you have a Spiky, Spiky Big, right? She is the best farmer when it comes to plastics. So Spiky and Sari are the ones I recommend specifically for plastics. Bibi, unless you don't have anyone else, I would not recommend using her. She never brings me plastics. I love her, but she's a useless farmer here, okay? Love Bibi, but she is useless here. Now we can, oh, I went too far. Now we can talk a little bit about metal shavings. There are a few characters, where is it here? There are a few characters that will be giving you metal shavings. As you can see, a lot, right? But there is only a few that I would recommend using actually to farm here. The best one, in my opinion, it's Liz, because she has both metal shavings and also gold shards. And also Momo, funny enough, because Momo has both sleep masks and also metal shavings. The one I usually use and I was farming before instead of Momo, it's Hailey, because I just like her. She's a good waifu. Okay, look at that outfit. And she also has the 5 metal shavings, and early on you can actually use the soft 3 resources to level up your abilities. But those 3 are the ones that I would be recommending, actually Liz and Momo over Hailey. And then another one that you could be using if you don't have those, it's going to be Velvet, because she also has some. But as you can see, plenty of characters that actually have this resource. It's not exclusive to them, but most of them don't have a secondary that's good, right? It's only Liz and Momo who have a secondary that will also be useful for you. So that is for the metal shavings. And now we can talk about gold rocks. Gold rocks are also kind of like a pain in the ass, because as you can see, there is only 3 characters in the game currently that can give them to you. The first one is Yomi, and Yomi also has a Sleeps Mask. So Yomi is one of the best farmers in the game because she's providing 2 really good resources, and you can even use the extra beard meat just to cook some dishes for your girls, right? Komi is also a really good one. The bad thing about Komi is that she does not has anything here that you can really benefit from, the hard black fruits and the cheese, but you can still use it for cooking if you want. So at least she's good for that. And then the last one, and also just like Yomi, a really good one, like I was saying earlier, it's Liz again, because she can provide you with both the resources. Characters that have 2 good resources are way better to use than normal ones, because you can be getting every single day multiple good things you need, right? So Yomi, Liz, characters like that are really good to be using in order to farm. The next thing is going to be glasses, and I'm gonna be honest, glasses are also on a little bit of a pitch right now because a lot of these characters are not good. So Kana doesn't really provide anything. Seist is also more food. The good ones are going to be Taida, because she has a lot of things. Now, this is more RNG, but you can also use this for cooking and early on to level up your buildings. So this is a lot of RNG, but at least it's semi-useful. But the best ones, once again, are going to be the dual farmers like Momo and like Yomi. Yomi is such a great character for everything, not only as a normal unit and being broken, but also for farming here. So 100% recommended if you can. We already talked about the gold shards as well. So there is only one thing that is left, and that is going to be the spoons. When it comes to spoons, at least you can use Yumimi, which everyone should have because she's a low rarity character, so there is no problem on that, right? And the best characters for this, if you need, are going to be Maestro, are going to be Ifrit. Ifrit is better because she is her favorite item, so you will be able to get more quantity for the most part, but all 3 of them are not that good. Now, also, to be honest, spoons are the resource that I've had to farm the least in my experience in order to progress. I barely have to farm them, and I had no problem so far with them, but there is a lot of RNG involved, so you will have to farm them regardless, right? There is a lot of resources that are needed, and this is not counting if you want to actually go and start also building all of these things to get reputation, right? Because there is a lot of things you could be doing in order to get the reputation, which I should finish at some point. So TLDR, a lot of things to be farming. This is a slow process. Don't take it, as like, oh, I'm only stage 3. This is gonna take forever. I'd rather not do it. It's fine. It's a slow grind. This will take months for most players, and they will keep adding more stages in the future. So that's basically everything for this video when it comes to farming resources in the A Club and what characters are, in my opinion, the best ones. Like I said earlier, characters that can dual farm are the best ones. You only have 4 to 6 part-time jobs per day, so make sure you are properly optimizing it in order to progress. Enough jumping, we are live every single day. Links in the description down below. Good luck with the pool, the rates, and I'll see you in the next one.